I was in need of a good lighting setup, and I knew the cost of the Aputure line of lights, and also knew that I probably couldn't afford them, so I started searching around, and this is what I found.
The GVM SD300S. Now immediately with a name like Great Video Maker as a company name, we pretty much assume that it's going to be pretty bad quality, actually. A lot of companies that we've tried out over the years with an adjective in their name explaining the quality of their product or qualifying their product as something that's quality ends up being not quality, but I think this is the exception to that rule. I purchased this several weeks ago because I had a project that I needed it for. As soon as I tried it out, I instantly bought their 80-watt version, which is what I'm using right now. Yeah, I can't say enough about this thing. For those of you who are thinking about an alternative to the Aputure 300, yeah, check this out.
So for this music video shoot, a very basic video, but I had 3 different cameras. I was using the Blackmagic 6K, Sony a7R III, and a Sony a7 III. I turned them all on, pretty much just set the aperture and ISO, didn't even remember to look at the shutter speed, and I ended up with 0 flicker at all. This thing was really impressive just across all cameras that I tried, and for a light to make everything that easy is invaluable to me.
So my initial impression of opening this light, pulling it out of the box, comes with this really nice case, really nice handle, very similar to the Aputure case, you know, a nice solid kind of a, it's not a hard-sided case, it's kind of a padded, soft-sided case, but it looks nice. It'll hold everything you need. Also comes with, of course, the Bowens mount reflector, the power adapter, AC cable, which is nice and long actually, which is a great feature. And then I bought the kit with a nice softbox. It's probably about a 36-inch softbox with honeycomb diffuser as well. Really great kit. Oh, and a stand. I'm not a huge fan of the stand, but initial thoughts are this is pretty solid. I will say my thoughts on the actual build quality of the light itself, it's about 50% aluminum or whatever that is, and then 50% plastic. Not super impressed with that. Most of the essential components are metal, like all the things that really matter, like around the light itself, the grill for the fan housing on the top and the bottom, that's all metal. And of course a metal stand bracket is all metal. And then that comes with a nice little diffuser. That's what they call it. It's a little diffuser that goes over the bulb. I thought that was just to protect the bulb, but I guess it's an actual diffuser. So yeah, I mean, impressions as a light, it's solid. Things that I wish they would have changed is plastic sides, etc. But overall, it has to be mentioned right at the beginning that for the money, this thing is awesome. I think with the coupon on Amazon and the softbox kit that I got, I paid $400 for this light, and it is far more than I need. I will say that. This thing is powerful. This thing is very powerful.
I am in my backyard. You know what? It is so humid out that my lens is fogging up. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, so my lens cleared up. I realized my lens is so dirty. Anyway, welcome to the jungle that is my backyard. So this light is so bright, I'm going to bring it in the backyard tonight and try it out. My neighbors will probably be really pissed because this thing is just so dang bright that it's crazy bright. So I'm going to test it out here in the jungle tonight. Also, shout out to Brown Amplification. Go check out their website. If you're a guitar player, you're gonna love their pedals. Brownamps.com, BROWNE amps.com. And thank you guys for sending me a sweet hat and some pedals. Yeah, this light is awesome. Let's check it out.
So I was gonna set up earlier and shoot at night when it was pitch black, but it was a complete downpour. Actually, we had a tornado warning, So I decided to move back into the basement, and it is actually like midday, very overcast day, so it's not like perfectly dark, but I'm still gonna show you how bright this thing can get. I'm gonna use the app to control it. So right now, what you're seeing is properly exposed, you know, everything seems okay, and right now I'm at 1%, which is typically how I run it down here in the basement. I'm gonna slowly crank it up to 100, and you're gonna see just exactly how blown out. I will make some adjustments on the camera raw in post and show you, but this is my typical settings, usually shooting around T4, ISO 400, shutter speed is usually around 48, if I'm shooting in 24 frames, of course, 180 shutter rule. And so those are my, you know, no ND filters, nothing. Those are my standard shooting settings. I'm gonna keep them there and just crank up the brightness and show you guys just how bright this thing will get. So right now we're at 20%, going up to 30% there. Here we're at 40%, and I'm starting to lose my sight. 50%, that's 50% right there. 60%, 70%. I mean, at this point, it's all the same. 80%, 90%, and 100. Oh, and it wraps back around. So now that's 0. Let's go back up to 100. That is 100% with my standard shooting settings with this light. Really bright. And of course you have your color control. Anyway, you get it, it's bright. If you're looking for this product, you've already looked into it, you know the specs, but a 300 watt dimmable bicolor LED light with stepless dimming. So it's very, very smooth, a very nice DMX controller, as well as a smartphone app to control it. And you'll see all the modes here. It's got the slave and master mode and DMX mode, and then app mode. So you can control the light completely through the app, and it's actually got some really cool kind of automated scenes like lightning or paparazzi or candle flicker. So really cool light for the money, of course. And as well, of course, it's got an internal cooling fan. I've run this thing probably about 2 hours straight, and you touch it and you don't feel any heat. The plastic is fine, the metal's fine. It's amazing, actually. It stays very, very cool. The fan does a great job because the grill is on the top and the bottom, so air is just passing through continuously and keeping it really cool and continuous. And I have had no issues with flicker on my image at all, like at any frame rate. This thing is pretty awesome. And although I don't know what it means, it boasts a CRI 97 plus COB LED beads. I have no clue. I'm not a technically savvy person when it comes to that stuff, but I've been really impressed with this light, especially for the price, considering that the Aputure equivalent costs about $950 just for the light. No accessories included, no stand, no softbox. $400 for the entire package. One other thing I thought they could have added would be the V-mount to the power adapter, such as the Aputure does. Well, they have, you know, an option for the Sony NP mount or V-mount battery, so that you can literally take this anywhere and be shooting in the middle of the forest, as I like to do, actually. I would love to try it out in the woods just because, but also at the same time, not a deal breaker at $400. So really great light, great features, a few things lacking, but again, if you're looking for an alternative to the Aputure 300D, the GVM SD300S is a fantastic light. Mentioning again, their 80 watt version I got for $100 with a coupon is also an excellent piece of gear. It's powerful, more than powerful enough. I have it on 40% right now, lighting this scene, and it's doing great with the softbox. Links to these lights will be below. It really helps me out if you use those. I hope that you find this to your liking. I think this is gonna be a great piece of gear for a lot of us who are looking for a budget lighting setup. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.